Hello and welcome to the program, everyone. I'm Teniola Shoboale. The UN Migration Agency says the death toll from the 2 migrant boats that sank off the coast of Djibouti has risen to 52. The incident on Tuesday occurred about 30 minutes after the overloaded boat set off in heavy seas from Godoria. 16 people have been found alive, but many more are still missing. One survivor said there were 130 people on his boat, but was not able to say how many passengers were on the vessel. The other vessel, Djibouti, has in recent years become a transit point for migrants hoping to find work on the Arabian Peninsula. Sudan is reopening its border with Eritrea, which it closed a year ago because of suspicions of weapons trafficking. The announcement was reportedly made on television by Sudan's President Omar al-Bashir while speaking in Kassala, a town near the border in eastern Sudan. He said, quote, "I announce here from Kassala that we are opening the border with Eritrea because they are our brothers and our people. Politics will not divide us," end of quote. Relations between both countries declined following the signing between Sudan and Ethiopia of several pacts, including a joint defense treaty in 2014, while Eritrea was at war with Ethiopia. Meanwhile, security forces have released the daughter of Sudanese opposition leader Sadiq al-Mahdi. She was detained because her party supports the ongoing anti-government protests. Zimbabwe's President Emmerson Mnangagwa has established an advisory council to help him put together economic policies. Local media says a few notable people in the 26-member group are the newspaper mogul Trevor Nkube, fuel importer Kudawashi Tagwirai, and Shingi Munyeze. Chief Secretary to the President, Mishek Sibanda, told the Herald that the council would act as the President's sounding board on economic reforms. The article talked about Zimbabwe setting itself as an international trading partner, making no mention of the current economic crisis currently gripping the nation. Meanwhile, the umbrella public sector union has backed down from plans for a national strike, citing the tense situation in the country. Meanwhile, activist pastor Ivan Mawarire has been freed from prison a day after the High Court ordered his release on bail. The pastor was detained at a maximum security prison on subversion charges amid violent anti-government protests and faces up to 20 years in jail if convicted. Prosecutors argued against the bail application, saying Mawarire posed a flight risk and could reoffend if released. He came to prominence as a critic of former leader Robert Mugabe and led a national shutdown against him in 2016.
It is a very sad day for me, even though I must be joyful that I'm being released. It's a very sad day that I have to be in this situation again. We went through this with the Mugabe regime, and here we are again, going through the exact same thing. And it breaks my heart more than anything else. It's a loss to the young people of our nation. It's a loss to the old people of our nation. And one hopes that sense and justice somehow prevails. We thought we were going in a new direction. But once again, we have to run and hide. Once again, we have to be afraid and to be quiet and to be silent, because we're afraid that places like Chukurubi will be waiting for us.